We decided to distract ourselves from the news of Hurricane Dorian by continuing to explore the Aspen area of Colorado. And although it is a place generally known for its skiing, it was a great place to visit in the summer, and there was a lot to see and do there. However, we soon decided that we hadn't had enough of exploring on land and needed to hit the water to finally go sailing. We couldn't go without sailing for too long, so we are at the Aspen Yacht Club, kind of in the middle of a mountain at a reservoir, a Brunei reservoir. So we're gonna head out and do some sailing, finally. It's been a while since we've been on the water. Of course, it wouldn't be a proper sailing weekend at the yacht club without meeting new friends on the water and sharing stories. It was wonderful to be back on the water, but it made us miss Whim even more. After a wonderful week with friends, it was soon time to say goodbye and head back out on the road again.
So now we're on Independence Pass. It's cool, we're up almost to the tree line. And so we're getting close to the peaks and the trees just end. It's beautiful up here, what a cool road. So now we're at the top of Independence Pass and it is gorgeous up here. This is pretty much 360-degree awesome. We just went down Independence Pass, we're on the backside of it from Aspen. And I gotta say, that was an amazing drive. This is beautiful, beautiful country. I'm just blown away by it. If you get a chance, drive that area. Independence Pass is a 10 in my book, definitely a 10. All right. The adventure continues. We are walking up to the sand dunes at Sand Dunes National Park. And look what we got. We have sleds. You ready for this?
As ready as I'm ever gonna be.
Everybody looks so far away. This is gonna be a challenge. So that's... Whoa! So we're gonna go check it out. Whew. Well, this isn't gonna be easy, and we gotta make it all the way up. You can see people up there, but they're way up there. And it's now officially been left in the dust, literally. I've been passed by Krista and our new friend. Okay, so we're on the last stretch. All we gotta do is this little, about 60 feet. Man, it's as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. Krista, how you doing?
Hang in there.
It's pretty,
not
huh?
Easy.
No, it's not easy. Lots of breaks. Came all the way down. Look at that. Whew. We're way over there. That's our parking spot. All through sand and all uphill. We've officially made it to the highest point in Sand Dunes National Park. Look at that. Crazy! As far as the eye can see. Well, no, not as far as I can see, but pretty close. All right, well, it's time to board the train down that sucker.
After our adventures at Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve, we headed north to see another beautiful sight in Colorado, Pikes Peak near Colorado Springs. Pikes Peak reaches 14,115 feet and is named after the explorer Zebulon Pike. Well, we've stopped at mile marker 16, did a little bit of a wardrobe change. It's a bit chillier up here. It's dropped about 30 degrees in temperature, but we stopped because they are doing construction at the top of Pikes Peak, so everyone has to park here and take a shuttle up. So that's what we're doing, but it gave us the opportunity to put on some warmer clothes, take a little bit of a break, and check out this view.
All right, well, we're up here, and I'm not going to say I'm not pretty disappointed by the fact that the entire summit of Pikes Peak is under construction. So a lot of it's fenced off. It doesn't look like you can really explore a ton. So, I mean, I don't know how we can even get to the other side, because there's some views over there that I want to see. But we'll see what we can explore here.
The construction at the top of the mountain is the highest ongoing construction site in North America and will create a new, larger visitor center complex to welcome over 500,000 guests per year.
Well, there's definitely some places we can walk around that are fenced, so not as bad as I was thinking. But it is a real mess up here. I guess they're building some huge visitor center. So we're gonna wait for Chris, and we're gonna go down. Those people are. We're gonna go check that out. This is a spectacular view. You can see the curvature of the earth from up here. It's kind of hard to keep your breath here. And there's a lightning warning, so they're kind of clearing people off. We're gonna head back down and continue on our trip.
So we're heading back down from the top of the summit down to the base of the mountain, and when you're going down the mountain you really need to stay in first or second gear, because if you're riding your brakes the whole time, they're going to overheat and they will fail. So when you hit mile marker 13, they actually check your brakes for you, check the temperature, make sure you can still continue safely all the way down, which is pretty cool that they do that. It would be pretty scary to be driving down this road and your brakes stop working. So we're glad they offer that service, and they make sure you're good to go before you head the rest of the way down the mountain. It's a 19 mile stretch, so they check you at 13 just to make sure you're all good.
So we're finally somewhere. We had planned to meet with my buddy Sean, who I haven't seen in like 17 years, and he offered to let us hang at his house tonight, so we've been catching up. And it just so happens that they have 11 puppies. So Krista is in seventh heaven. This is
Bucky.
This is Bucky.
He is milk drunk.
Last night we stayed with some friends of Dan's, Jax and Sean, and they were amazing. And they had 9 puppies and 2 dogs there, so that was really fun, but had some great food and drinks, and it was just so nice to kind of chill and relax and hang out, sleep in a real bed. But yeah, it was it was really lovely. So we had a great time with them, hung out for a while this morning. Now we're back on the road. We're gonna explore Boulder, get some work done. So kind of a different change of pace, but should be a really good day. And just kind of waiting for Dan to get out of the car. I don't know what he's doing. So once he does that, we will explore the Pearl Street area of Boulder, and then we're gonna hit a coffee shop, do some work for a while, and then start exploring again.
So we finally hooked up with Alicia, my friend from Minnesota, which awesome to see her. It's been a long time. She invited us to come hang out by her pool, so we are by the pool. That's it. We're gonna grill a little bit, have some beers, hang out by the pool, and just have a nice, relaxing day. So we just arrived at Rocky Mountain National Park. We haven't filmed a lot the last couple days. We went and visited a bunch of different friends in Denver. And now we are kind of back on the road again. We have 3 more days of being out on the road. So today and a little bit of early tomorrow probably here. But it looks like most of the campsites are full, so we're not sure. We're running over to the other side of the park to see if we can get a site. If not, we'll probably just do the loop through the park and get some great photos and then camp somewhere outside the park. But so we're on the road again through the park, and this place so far, I mean, just the first few minutes, it's pretty mind-blowing. This is definitely going to be a place that we'll have to come back and spend a little more time on. But wait for some good pictures coming up. It's awesome up here. This is definitely probably one of my favorite spots the whole trip. Oh, okay, Rocky Mountain National Park, definitely. I'm on my first or second favorite. This is almost as good as Glacier. Glacier's just so epic, right? The first time you see it. But man, you're driving through this mountain road and it's like, what? It's pretty awesome. So we've got our campsite and we're setting up. Or actually it's our set up, so we're just gonna take a walk and check out the area. Beautiful area here too. So we are just taking a walk and just checking the whole area out. Check it out. Ooh. This is Shadow Mountain, or Shadow Lake, right? Shadow Lake. Shadow Mountain Lake. So we're just chatting with a fisherman and who's taking a break from elk hunting to go down and do a little fishing, but he's telling us that this dam is, this area right here, this specific little area from there to here is actually world famous for salmon fishing. So they come up before they're gonna spawn. This is the Colorado River, and they come up before they're gonna spawn, and they can't make it past the dam, so they just get stuck in here. And I guess it's on the map as a world famous spot to go salmon fishing. Pretty cool. Oh, we took a little walk down by the lake. It's a pretty spot. Nice and quiet. It's just evening, nobody around. We haven't had a lot of these moments even camping at some of the parks, so it's been nice to just get away from people and hear nature. Watch the squirrels drop nuts. So last day of the trip, but should be a good one. We're gonna see. We're gonna go through the Badlands, and then see the dog, and then we have weddings and work for the next couple months.
The Badlands National Park is 244,000 acres of unique geological formations and contains one of the world's richest fossil beds.
What a different experience this with compared to when it's sunny out. I mean, you can't see very far, but it adds this really cool effect to it. And the fog's starting to lift. You know how I love my cliff shots. Okay, the fun part about walking up and cruising around the Badlands is getting up on the little cliffs, having some fun. There's that view over there. That was pretty spectacular. But getting down, that's the other challenge. Oh, look at that, pretty smooth. It's a great view up here. It's pretty awesome. That's it. We just finished up with our last adventure of the trip. We saw a ton of some of the most amazing sights that the United States has to offer. Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, Grand Teton, Flaming Gorge, Great Sand Dunes, Denver, Garden of the Gods. Then we went to the Black Hills. We did that at night, so no, not cool. But then the Badlands. And now we're going through the Great Plains of the Dakotas. But we're wrapping it up. We're about 24 hours away from our next adventure on the water.
Was a little bit of a nightmare.
Look at that. She's pretty. The costs are mounting, that's for sure.
She's in the water. She didn't sink. Well, on second thought, we do have a little bit of water coming into the boat.
Okay, I know it's a little dark, but we just got off, and look what we have right next to the car.
Let me try that again.
Where's mom?
Yeah, exactly.